Hello, I'm Courtney Cardini, and welcome to A Life of a Travel Writer, where I bring you along my journey of becoming a published travel writer. I am currently working on my debut travel memoir, working title The 2-Year Sailor, and I started making YouTube videos last year in 2024, and it was more of a trial and error because I wasn't sure exactly what it was that I wanted to talk about on this channel. So now that it is January 1st, 2025, we are starting a new year and I have a new focus. I currently have the draft of my travel memoir finished. I have signed a contract with a literary agent and we are currently working on the book proposal that we will begin submitting in the next couple of weeks. So that is what this channel is going to focus on. So my only goal with this channel is to have a weekly update on Wednesdays about how the book is going and then how are some of my sub goals going. So last year for 2024, my main goal was to get this book done. A big reason why I left the ship was because I wanted to go into writing full-time, and my main focus for a very long time has been to publish a book. So I wanted to take the year and really focus on that, and that is what I have done. So I've finished the draft, I've secured a literary agent, and I was originally at the beginning of this year thinking about maybe self-publishing the book, but now that I have secured a literary agent, and because of who I would like to work with for future endeavors, I've decided that I'm going to traditionally publish this book. So we are going from draft to publication. So that is the point of this series this year, and we are going to be focusing on the book, and I'm going to be doing weekly updates. And at the moment, speaking of weekly updates, we are currently in Thailand. When I last did a video, it was 2 months ago, and we had just arrived in Japan, and I did a couple videos while we were in Japan. But while I was trying to get film while we were traveling, I realized I am not a very great travel blogger in the sense of remembering to bring out the camera or talking to the camera. So that is a skill that I am working on. But yes, and there's a lot of situations where I don't feel very comfortable taking out the camera, and I am a photographer and it's hard to always have a lot of cameras on you. So for the sake of wanting to complete a small task this year, I will be sticking to the weekly vlog updates. I am going to try to put in other footage because obviously, you know, sometimes you just get bored. So graphics and stuff I will be trying to implement, but for the main purpose of completing my 2025 goal of publishing a video once a week on Wednesday, it is going to be vlog style, where I give you an update with how the publishing world is going in that sense. So along with that, we are in Thailand. We just rang in the new year last night in Thailand, and it's very nice here. We are in a hippie kind of community, so maybe I'll talk about that in the future. I've mostly been treating this time as like a retreat because even though you need to get a scooter to go anywhere far, the place that we're staying at is actually very centrally located in terms of restaurants, and then a gym slash spa center nearby, so that works out really, really well. And I've just been focusing on writing and getting ready for 2025 because really once Japan hit, everything just kind of started to blend in together because we were just hopping so quickly through places. So yes, so that is the goal for 2025. And we are going to be sticking to a weekly schedule of posting one video a week on Wednesday to give you an update on how things are going. I would really like to make this a community-based thing, so if there are other travel writers out there, I'm extremely interested on hearing your perspectives. I have a lot of things that I want to focus on in terms of travel writing this year, because now that I have the draft of my first book out of the way, my main focus of the goal this year is for monetization. So I am working on building up my blog to be accountable for Mediavine. I'm working on my Substack to go along with promoting my debut memoir, and I'm working on YouTube for long-term goal of monetizing. So yeah, so those are our current goals for 2025. And then my schedule for the year, I am going to start implementing the 12-week what is it, the 12-week year again. So I'm breaking everything down by 4 quarters, and I have my first quarter all set up, and then I'll revisit the second quarter once we see how these first 3 months go. I am excited about this year because a lot of our schedule is booked at this point, which is nice because when I walked into sorry, the camera died. So as I was saying, when I walked into 2024, I didn't really know how the year was going to go. I didn't have any major plans. I had an outline of maybe how things would go. I wasn't really sure. We had some plans, some trips already booked, but really it was a year planned by the seat of our pants. This year, however, is very different because, while last year I didn't have anything that I really wanted to do, my partner did, and so a lot of what we did was based off of his schedule. But now this year is different. I have a lot of things that I want to do. There are a few conferences that I'm attending and some jobs and everything like that that I am doing. So this year we had to plan a little. It's very loud on this road. So this year was a real collaboration between the two of us on where we were going and what we were doing. So yeah, so I am very excited. I hope you will stick around for the journey, and we'll see how this goes. So I hope you had a wonderful beginning to your 2025. We went to the beach last night to cheers. However, we did make the mistake. We didn't realize it, but we sat right next to the fireworks. There's no lights outside. It's like there's some restaurants like down the beach, but like that's it. There's no lights. We saw some people. We didn't really know what they were doing. They were just hanging out, and then like 3 minutes till New Year's, they started the fireworks, which ended up being right above our head. And then for the rest of the night, the whole coast was doing fireworks. So it was very loud here. But yeah, so we started the year off on a good foot, and I'm very excited to see where everything goes, and I hope you will join me for the ride. So thank you for being here. I'm excited to see where 2025 is going to take us. And if you're working on a book or any type of travel, anything, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.